Today on W.I.R.T. Today, it's Akira Volume 6, the final volume. Going into this, I had already been spoiled for years ahead of time on, the first 2/3 of this volume. I will say, it is a pretty creative way of having someone just tear apart at the seams. And going through this, it's almost like watching someone on hospice. Well, Tetsuo might as well be on hospice. Going between bouts of getting worse, then the endorphins kicking in, making him feel better, then going back to feeling worse. Exactly like a person on hospice. Except for these outbursts will kill a lot of people. Of course, the military kicks in, does their thing of doing indiscriminate attacks. Kei is still trying to fight against Tetsuo. And then we have this subplot with Kaori and this asshole. I hate this announcer. I'm so happy when he dies. It's like... And this is the biggest mistake this announcer made. It's like, this false leader here. Yeah, doing this kind of just sealed his fate, didn't it? Prior to this point, she was the only thing that ever managed to keep Tetsuo calmed down. And she's, at this point in time, is the only person that Tetsuo cares about. And there is a lot of nudity regarding Tetsuo in this volume. But yeah, I was so happy. I loved this. Yeah, it becomes increasingly obvious as this volume goes on. Kaori's the only person Tetsuo cares about anymore. And we see the end of this little Mad Max segment from the previous volume. And Tetsuo finally gets some clothes on here. He was naked for 50 pages? And then we see the military's multiple bomb strikes. And they finally managed to hack into the... I can't remember the name of the satellite. They just managed to get into the satellite. Which, I think that was volume 3 when the one scientist was trying to keep the military from getting into the satellite. So, I guess he succeeded in buying them a whole volume worth of time. Get to see this part here. Oh yeah, Joker's still involved. And Lady Miyako. She is proving herself to be a complete and utter badass this time around. As you see towards the end. She is doing a whole lot more than she has any obligation to do. Yeah, Tetsuo's stable again before he goes back to instability. Oh yeah, we get a goodbye scene between Tetsuo and Kaori. This was an unhealthy Stockholm Syndrome relationship, but it's the only relationship he really had towards the end. So, it proves that he still had the capacity to care for people, even if he was extremely far gone by this point. Then Miyako and her group, they're just trying to figure out some sort of solution when everything's gone bad to this point. And return to Chiyoko. You get to this point, and I'm pretty sure this is the last time that Tetsuo loses control before the end. I think this is the last time his body's actually his own body. And there's a mental link now that's a lot more solid between him and Akira. Yeah, Tetsuo is essentially begging to be killed at this point in time. And he knows he's dying. But yeah, Chiyoko, well, not Miyako, she actually decides to get involved herself and give up her life for this. Which, up to this point, she's never gone physical. She has always been giving orders. Now she's getting involved personally. And this is just a whole... It's like, I was neutral to her character before this point. I like her now. And also a reunion scene between Akira and the other 20 through 30 experiments. And he finally has a personality. Up until this point, he has not had a personality. His personality has been the power. He finally has a personality here. Yeah. She dies guiding Kei and getting the satellite to the ground. Here. But yeah, this is just... I did not expect her to be doing anything like this. It was amazing. And after this, it turns into a kind of brain break segment when Akira is trying to absorb Tetsuo. I do like how they display that this is a mind break, hive mind type thing that's going on with everyone involved. You get to see young Tetsuo. Kaneda does understand that he still, after everything, sees Tetsuo as a friend. But of course, Tetsuo's dying and there's no way for him to survive the story. Then we get closer to the end, and what I don't understand is, how does a story like this get a good ending? Also, I did not see Kaneda willingly joining the Great Tokyo Empire under Akira. Akira gets to live. Yeah, they get a happy ending in a story that I did not believe would ever get a happy ending. Yeah, they even have this little segment of him imagining the ghosts of his friends riding their motorcycles with him. But I will say, this city scene at the end is really impressive as well. Overall, this was a really good action-packed volume. It read really fast. It had a lot less dialogue than other volumes, so it read like twice as fast as the last two did, despite having the same amount of pages. The action was great. Lady Miyako was a pleasant surprise. I didn't think it would get a good ending. I'm not disappointed by it, but it's not what I necessarily expected or really wanted either. But it wasn't disappointing. Overall, this is a really good 9 out of 10. Great way to end off a series. It didn't meet the heights that some of the earlier volumes did, but it was still really good. Okay, till next time.